This is Martin George, the education correspondent at the Eastern Daily Press and Norwich Evening News, and I'm talking to Edward Acton, the outgoing vice-chancellor of the University of East Anglia, and reflecting on his time and what the future holds for the university. I wonder if you might like to start by reflecting on your time here and the successes that the university has had.
Well, thank you. Well, it's been a great pleasure. It's been a great privilege to lead this splendid institution, and it's been enormous fun. I suppose in terms of successes, the central one is the rapid enhancement in UEA's reputation, reflected in and reinforced by a very steep rise in the league tables, up now into the top 14 or 15 in the United Kingdom. Underpinned both by tremendous research breakthroughs and by evident enthusiasm of our students. It was lovely in our 50th year to be top of the Times Higher Student Experience Survey, nicely ahead of Oxford and Cambridge, which you know reflects how enthusiastic students are about what they get.
I wondered what you thought has been the driving force behind that very evident rise in the league tables over the past few years.
Well, I think it was a commitment by the executive team and leaders throughout the university to a real campaign to drive up the quality of everything we did and do. And specifically, I think the real engine has been pouring additional resource into the number of academics, the quality and the number of academics that UEA has. So the ratio between academic staff and students, driving it in the right direction so that now it's one of the top ratios in the country. That's what's made it possible for very hard-pressed academics simultaneously to deliver wonderful education and support and motivation of students, and path-breaking, world-leading research, and engage much more vigorously than would have been the case 10 years ago in the economic, cultural, social impact of the university.
Okay. Now, I know there have been challenges over the years as well, and the most prominent one perhaps was ClimateGate. What are your reflections on that, looking back?
Well, that did break very soon after I became Vice-Chancellor, and the furore across the world made one conscious the stakes were very high for UEA's reputation, though the smears turned out to be absolutely groundless. A lot of mud sticks if people fling it. So it was very demanding. It was fairly nerve-wracking. It was extremely stimulating. I think we've come through it with the climatic research unit's prestige riding high, with the School of Environmental Sciences making an enormous contribution to national and international policy making. And I think, though, of course, initially the impact on our reputation was double-edged, I think in the long run people would realize this then rather little university made a huge contribution to human understanding.
Okay, great. Now, I know that recently the university has pulled back from its presence in London, and that the campus in Suffolk is on its way to hopefully becoming an independent university. There seems to be a real sense of the UEA becoming much more Norwich-centred and being really proud in that. Is that something you would agree with?
Yes, I would. I think we've always wanted to build higher education in Suffolk. This is a really promising moment that's coming up. The withdrawal from London does reflect our delight at the success of the campus here, and our feeling at this stage in our evolution we need all the energy and commitment and vigour of leadership and everybody focused in Norwich, where we can deliver such an outstanding experience to students, where we can give academics the ideal environment for research, and where we can make a huge impact, I believe, on the economy, the upmarket job creation, and the social and cultural life of Norwich and Norfolk.
Okay. Now, I believe you officially retire on the 1st of September.
31st of August.
Okay. What are your plans for your life post-Vice-Chancellorship?
I intend to write in the mornings and be at leisure in the rest of the time for a tiny bit of involvement in higher education, for a little bit of charity work, and for a lot of hoofing about and fun.
Excellent. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you very much.